Have you ever gone to bed exhausted, hoping for a good night's sleep, only to find your child wide awake and full of energy? Have you ever gone to bed exhausted, hoping for a good night's sleep, only to find your child wide awake and full of energy? If you are a parent, you already know how difficult bedtime can be. A restless child not only loses sleep, but you lose sleep too. Over time, lack of sleep affects your energy, mood, and even your long-term health. The truth is, children's sleep isn't just about getting them to bed. It's about preparing their bodies and brains for growth, learning, and strong immunity. But in today's world, with endless screens, sugary snacks, and busy schedules, many children aren't getting the quality sleep they desperately need. These methods are safe, natural, and backed by research. We'll cover the biggest mistakes most parents make at bedtime without realizing it, the doctor-approved routine for naturally calming kids, and simple solutions for nighttime wake-ups, late naps, and sleep resistance. And stick with me until the end, because I'll also share the number one sign that it's time to call the pediatrician, something every parent should know. So grab a notebook and maybe even your child's favorite teddy bear, and let's dive into the world of better, deeper sleep for your kids and for you. Part 1. Mistakes that ruin children's sleep. Most parents believe that their children will simply fall asleep if they are tired enough. But the truth is that children do not function like adults. Their minds and bodies need very specific signals to know that it is time to relax and then fall asleep. Without these signals, you will face endless battles at bedtime. Let's review the most common mistakes. 1. Spending too much time in front of a screen before bedtime. Tablets, televisions, and phones emit blue light. This light tricks your child's brain into thinking it is still daytime. As a result, their bodies delay the release of melatonin, the sleep hormone. Research shows that just 30 minutes of screen time before bed can delay children's sleep by more than an hour. The solution? Turn off screens at least 60 to 90 minutes before bedtime. 2. Sugary snacks and sweets late at night. It's tempting to reward children with cookies, candy, or even juice in the evening. But sugar causes a rapid rise in blood sugar followed by a sharp drop that can make children hyperactive, irritable, or restless. Instead, offer them calming snacks such as warm milk, a banana, or some almonds, if they are old enough to eat nuts. 3. Irregular bedtimes. One of the biggest mistakes parents make is allowing children to go to bed at very different times each night. The body has what is called a circadian rhythm, an internal clock that controls sleep and wake cycles. When bedtime changes constantly, that clock becomes confused, making it difficult for children to fall asleep and stay asleep. 4. Overstimulation before bedtime. Sometimes the cause is not sugar or screens, but overstimulation. Rough play, loud TV programs, or even arguments at home can activate a child's nervous system, keeping them on high alert. Instead, focus on calming activities in the hour before bedtime, reading, drawing, or quiet music. 5. Ignoring the sleep environment. Children are very sensitive to their surroundings. Excessive lighting, noise from outside, or even excessive heat or cold can keep them awake. A dark, quiet, cool room signals to their bodies that it's time to rest. 6. Skipping the relaxation routine. Adults may sometimes fall asleep immediately after getting into bed, but children rarely do. Without a predictable routine, such as bath time, story time, and lights out, their brains don't get the message that it's time to sleep. The key point here is simple. If you eliminate the mistakes, you've solved half the problem. The next step is to build the right habits that gently guide children to sleep. Part 2. Scientifically backed solutions for better sleep. Now that we've uncovered the mistakes, let's focus on scientifically backed strategies that can transform bedtime from a battle into a peaceful routine. 1. Establish a consistent bedtime routine. Children thrive in predictable environments. A consistent routine, such as bathing, putting on pajamas, reading a story, and then turning off the lights, signals to their brains that it's time to sleep. Studies show that children who follow a consistent routine fall asleep up to 30% faster and wake up less during the night. 2. Use light the right way. Light is the strongest signal for the body's biological clock. In the morning, expose your child to natural sunlight to set the clock. In the evening, dim the lights about an hour before bedtime. This tells their brain to start producing melatonin, making it easier for them to fall asleep. 3. Create the perfect sleep environment. Your child's room should be cool, around 68 to 79 degrees, 26 degrees, dark and quiet. If outside noise is a problem, use white noise or soothing sounds. Blackout curtains are a powerful tool. Research shows that even a small amount of light can delay deep sleep. 4. Try relaxation techniques. Children respond surprisingly well to calming activities. Reading a story in a calm voice, listening to quiet instrumental music, or practicing gentle breathing exercises can lower stress hormones and make it easier for them to fall asleep. Some parents use progressive relaxation, guiding the child to relax each part of their body from head to toe. 5. Offer sleep-friendly snacks. Instead of sugar, offer foods that naturally boost melatonin and serotonin. Examples include warm milk, bananas, cherries, kiwis, or a small handful of almonds. These foods contain nutrients such as tryptophan and magnesium, which support sleep quality. 6. Encourage daily physical activity. Exercise helps children burn off energy and improves the quality of their deep sleep. The key is timing. Avoid intense activities close to bedtime. Instead, let them play outdoors during the day and keep evenings calm. 7. Address anxiety and fears before bedtime. Many children experience anxiety or nighttime fears. Instead of dismissing them, acknowledge their feelings and create a sense of security. A nightlight, a comforting bedtime story, or even a short chat about their day can reassure them. Psychological research shows that when children feel safe, they fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. 8. Cut back on caffeine, even hidden sources. You may think children don't drink coffee, but caffeine sneaks into soft drinks, chocolate, and even iced tea. These stimulants can stay in the body for hours, disrupting sleep cycles. Experts recommend avoiding caffeine for children altogether, especially in the afternoon. 9. Use naps wisely. Naps can help recharge young children's energy, but timing and duration are important. For young children, it's normal to take one nap a day, but avoid naps late in the afternoon. And keep them short, about 20-30 minutes, so they don't interfere with their nighttime sleep. With these strategies, bedtime becomes less of a struggle and more of a welcome ritual. But there's another step. As parents, we need to understand the long-term benefits of good sleep for children's growth, mood, and health. That's what we'll discuss next. Part 3. Long-term benefits of deep sleep and additional tips for parents. Now that we've covered sleep mistakes and practical strategies, let's talk about why sleep is important for children's health and future, and share some advanced tips that parents often overlook. 1. Physical growth and development. During deep sleep, a child's body secretes growth hormone, which is essential for bone growth, muscle repair, and overall development. A child who consistently gets enough good sleep is more likely to grow strong, healthy, and resilient. 2. Brain and memory development. Sleep is not just rest, it is learning. While your child sleeps, their brain processes the information they have acquired during the day, strengthening their memory and improving their problem-solving abilities. Studies show that children who get enough rest perform better in school and have greater concentration and creativity. 3. Emotional balance. Have you ever noticed that tired children are irritable, quick to anger, and more prone to tantrums? That's because sleep regulates mood by balancing stress hormones. Deep, restorative sleep helps children feel calm, patient, and emotionally stable. 4. Stronger immunity. Sleep is the body's natural defense system. Children who don't get enough sleep are more prone to colds, flu, and infections because their immune systems become weaker. On the other hand, Adequate sleep strengthens their ability to fight off illness naturally. 5. Healthy weight and metabolism. Lack of sleep in children is linked to an increased risk of obesity later in life. Poor sleep disrupts appetite hormones, ghrelin and leptin, leading to overeating and cravings for unhealthy snacks. Prioritizing sleep supports healthy metabolism and body weight. Additional tips for parents. Model good habits. Children imitate what they see. If they notice that you go to bed at a reasonable hour and avoid screens late at night, they are more likely to do the same. Keep weekends consistent. Many families allow children to stay up late on weekends, but this can confuse their biological clock. Try to keep bedtimes and wake-up times within an hour of their weekday schedule. Be mindful of screen time during the day. It's not just nighttime screen use that matters. Excessive screen time during the day can overstimulate children and delay sleepiness later on. Create a bedtime ritual. A special story, a soothing song, or even a gratitude exercise. What was the best thing that happened today? Can make bedtime positive rather than stressful. Watch for warning signs. If your child snores heavily, wakes up gasping for air, or always seems tired even after sleeping, consult your doctor. These could be signs of sleep apnea or other medical conditions. A quick summary of what we covered in this interesting episode. Avoid common bedtime mistakes that make children secretly restless. Apply science-backed solutions such as routines, light management, and relaxation techniques. Remember that deep sleep isn't just rest. It's fuel for growth, learning, immunity, and happiness. By helping your child sleep better today, you're investing in their future health, success, and happiness. And parents, don't forget, better sleep for your child often means better sleep for you, too.